there was absolutely a Zionist entity involved in 9/11. So on 9/11, there were 5 individuals that were on top of an apartment complex out in Jersey City, if I'm not mistaken. They were there at about 8 o'clock in the morning, about an hour prior to the towers being hit. A woman is looking out to the towers with her binoculars, and she sees these 5 individuals dancing in front of a van. Well, that's weird. Why are these guys celebrating as the towers are on fire? And I'm not just talking about dancing. Like, these dudes are moonwalking. Like, they're doing some Michael Jackson type shit, right? They're going nuts. So she calls the police because she thinks that's kind of weird. And they look Middle Eastern. Police catch up to them and they stop them. They check the guys out, and they're 5 Israeli citizens with large sums of cash and plane tickets to leave the country the next day. And they're driving a van called Urban Moving Systems. FBI bring these guys in. They find out that 2 of them have ties to Israeli intelligence. And then they asked them, hey, did you guys have prior knowledge that this was going to happen? They said no, but they got polygraphed and they were lying. And then ended up getting deported, getting sent back to Israel. And they went on a talk show and they admitted that they were there to document the event. That's just one component. That doesn't account for a bunch of other Israeli art students that were caught all across the United States spying across government buildings. The DEA wrote a whole memo about it. Then you find out that the buildings were purchased by a guy named Larry Silverstein, cha-ching, and he took out a very unique and unorthodox insurance policy that covered for terrorism.
Larry Silverstein and Benjamin Netanyahu knew each other and had a documented personal and professional relationship. According to a 2001 Haaretz article, shortly after the 9/11 attacks, Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, called Silverstein, who's Jewish-American real estate developer and leaseholder of the World Trade Center. Post 9/11, the U.S. launched the War on Terror, which aligned with Israel's priorities, against groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iranian-backed militants. Shared intelligence cooperation increased, and American sympathy for Israel grew.